when I was in school, I thought differently than a lot of my friends, which was, one of the main things was like, I never really looked at a teacher as a teacher. Like I did in the very beginning. And then by the time I got to high school, I was just like, oh, these are just adults that just come here to watch us because our parents got to go to work and because they need some money. So they don't care about making sure that I learn the concepts. They don't care about like nothing I got going on really. They're waiting for the next bell to ring so they could get the next group of kids in here. So they're not gonna care that I don't come to class. They're not gonna care that I don't understand the concepts. They're not gonna care about really nothing other than maybe trying to teach me a lesson because they're going through a divorce or like tired of seeing these kids every day or whatever. And so I used to not get along with my teachers at all. And then I feel like once I graduated and I started realizing like some of the issues with youth and some of the problems, I'm like, well, one of the main issues is just that these classes are overpopulated and these teachers are underpaid. So, you know, I can't fault them for being human beings. And I wish there was a different structure in which we, you know, allow kids to connect with adults. Like back in the day, we were just talking about this in the car, like the great philosophers and stuff that we know all came up under like a system of like learning with one person. Like they learned with their parents and then they would go study under, you know, whoever was the great philosopher, and then they would in turn come up with their own doctrine, and we still teach that philosophy years and years later. And I say all that to say like the less kids it is to teach at a time, the better, you know.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Some kids need special attention too.
I was in special ed.
Yeah, clearly. Oh, you were in special ed?
I was in special ed, like from 4th grade through graduating high school. I had an IEP, which is an individualized education plan. I had like certain classes that I didn't go to that I had to go sit in a room with like 7 kids. Like, and what I'll say is that like those sort of diagnoses and labels on children definitely mess with their sense of self and confidence. And I used to always feel like I was not smart when I was a kid, and obviously I am smart. Did y'all know I was in special ed before now? Did y'all even get a hint of a feeling that, right?
I just felt like you needed special attention because sometimes kids that are super creative need that, right?
Yeah.
And it's also not easy when the other kids are making fun of you.
Facts. Like I think that's the hardest thing, is feeling separated from everybody else.
We had kids that used to fix cars, and they would just be like in the garage outside.
I wish I was at a trade school, then I would know how to do something other than rap. But like, I think like I rap about it a lot on the album actually, in like a couple of different songs. On the intro and the outro, I kind of touch on it.